Hey everyone. For those that don't know me, my name is Lorraine Wilson. I'm 28 and I'm trans. Today I feel an obligation to speak up. In truth, I've wanted to speak up for a couple of days now, but I felt the need to formulate and consider my words. And honestly, I've been a little scared. Scared of the response, scared that it's not my place, and a little scared that no one will listen. But today is the 1st of June, which is historically the beginning of Pride Month. This is because it's the month in which, in 1969, the Stonewall riots started. While I'm not American, and I wasn't alive in 1969, I owe part of the fact that I can live as an openly trans member of society to the fact that those riots took place, and to the fact that in that moment the LGBTQ plus community stood up in the face of adversity and oppression and said this is not okay. With what's going on in America right now, and what's been going on in America since before its inception as an independent state, I believe it's important to recognize that. Though I am trans, I'm also white and British, and I have to acknowledge that that means I do come from a place of privilege. That, at the very least, means that I can't ever fully understand the struggle that black people go through day to day. I struggle with the idea of speaking up about matters of race because of this. I simply do not feel qualified to speak for or on behalf of people who know this struggle infinitely better than I ever could, and I'm sorry for that. What I can do is speak to you, and to any member of any other minority group, not in competition, which can happen in times like these, but in my own small attempt at unity, because there are parts of the struggle that I get, and there are parts of the struggle that we can all understand. And in times like these, the only thing I can do is try to be open and honest about that. So, if you're a member of a minority group, particularly if you're a member of a minority group because of the colour of your skin, and particularly if you are a black American right now, please hear this. There are many, many people in the world who do not understand why you're angry. There are many, many people who don't get the struggle that you live with day after day after day just to be accepted for who you are. That, I know, might leave you feeling very isolated and alone, particularly in the face of a pandemic that sees many of us stuck in place. But you are not alone. You're not alone because today there are people who stand by your side throughout all of this insanity off the back of movements like the Stonewall riots and the suffragette movement. We might not fully understand your struggle because it is your struggle and it is not the same as our struggle. But we stand with you and we accept you for who you are, and we respect you for standing up in the face of adversity and oppression and saying this is not okay. I want you to know that on today of all days, because that key message is so true that it does not matter how many times it's said. Your lives do matter. No ifs, no buts, no add-ons, no extras. Black lives matter, period. I wish I could say it was easy. I wish I could say that 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 6 months from now, everything will be fine. But the reality is that across the world, and particularly in America, racism, homophobia, and transphobia are systemic problems that won't just go away. The reality is that you can't look at a single point in human history and not find a root to one of these problems, which is why the word systemic is so important. But it means that there's a lot of untangling that needs to be done, and it's not something that can be done quickly. It will take our lifetimes, it will take our children's lifetimes, and it will probably take their children's lifetimes, which sucks, because when we're capable of putting someone in a metal container, shooting them into the sky, and calculating the exact speed, time, and distance required for them to safely collide with another container that's already orbiting our planet, you would think we as a species are capable of looking at ourselves in a mirror and recognizing that something should already have changed by now, and that we need to do something about that. It's awful, and I hate it, and it's difficult to describe how frustrating it is that we are consistently denied opportunity, that we are persecuted and prosecuted, and that we lose our lives because of who we are. And of course, right now my heart goes out most to George Floyd and his family, because he did not deserve to go out like that. No one deserves to go out like that. And while the struggle against homophobia and transphobia, and particularly racism, will go on for such a long time, I really, really hope that the people involved in the trial for his murder look at the devastation it has spotlighted and know justice must be properly and proportionately served for his death. It sucks. But again, today, I want you to know that not everything is bad. I'm with you. Others in the LGBTQ+ community are with you. Others in the straight cis community are also with you, I'm sure. Our struggles might all be a little bit different, but they are all valid, and they all mean something. Even if it's only that when things are really, really tough, we can hold each other up. With that in mind, on today, the 1st of June 2020, the start of Pride Month, I would like to say that I am proud to be trans, I am proud to be queer, and I am proud to stand with all of you that are currently standing up and saying this is not okay, because it isn't, and we can't stop saying that. And not to take away too much from my main message, a small aside to other members of the LGBTQ+ community. First, happy Pride. I hope it's as good as it can be. Please stay safe. Please stay socially responsible in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic. More importantly, though I know many of us already struggle daily with harassment and abuse, Project Prideful could be a very real threat this month. So especially if you are public facing, an influencer or a content creator or the likes, please go and inform yourself. Look to your online presence, look to your online data, shops, dating sites, anywhere you might have put billing information. Make sure that data is safe. Secure your passwords and remove that data if you think it might be used to endanger you and your loved ones. Alt-right incels are usually not as intelligent as they give themselves credit for, but you can never be too careful. Okay, that's it from me. It's a really low bar, but I genuinely hope that June is a better month for all of you, wherever you are in the world, than the rest of 2020 has been so far. Lots of love, take care, and don't forget to vote.